Hey everybody, it is supper time here on the Isle of Hope, and I'm going to fix you something delicious for dinner. Now, I was going to cook you my extra special crab tops hanger steak, but unfortunately I tried all day long, and if you look at this crab trap here, I didn't catch any crabs, because this is not really a good time to catch crabs, and my three sons, they worked all day trying to catch crabs, but it didn't work. So what I'm going to fix instead is something that my boys love. Now, I have three sons, and they play football and baseball and lacrosse and soccer and golf and swim team and wrestling and who knows what else. But they're always hungry, and so is my husband. And if there's one thing I've learned, that you feed them proactively and you give them something that's satisfying. So tonight I'm going to make for you my extra special London broil. This is a go-to meal, something that I can whip up when I come home from work and know that it's going to fill up their stomachs and make them very happy. So let's get busy and go on into the kitchen. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Let's get dinner started. Now, the special ingredient in my London broil is Philadelphia cream cheese. One thing that I love about Philly is that it comes in all sorts of flavors, like the cream cheese and chives or the strawberry flavor. But the neatest thing that I found was actually these little guys, these minis, Philadelphia regular minis. And we're going to use these today to put our special topping for our London broil in it. So let's get started. Let me show you the other ingredients. It's very, very simple. We got a little bit of red wine. You've got some Dijon mustard. You've got some sugar, salt, and pepper. And you've got 5 cloves of garlic. You've also got a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then for our special cream cheese mixtures, we're going to take crumbled blue cheese and then also horseradish. And then the other star of the show, in addition to the Philadelphia cream cheese, is our London broil. You see, this is a really lean cut of meat, and it's very, very healthy. So first things first, we're going to trim off this little tiny thin layer of fat. Now we're going to make our marinade. I peeled 4 cloves of garlic, but let me show you how I like to do this. I'm a gadget girl. I love all kinds of kitchen gadgets. So first you take a clove of garlic, and then you put it in this handy dandy garlic peeler. And you just smash it like this. And out pops that beautiful little piece of garlic. And then you put it into your garlic press, smush it out, chop it off, and there's perfect minced garlic without getting your fingers all stinky. Alright, so for our marinade, we're going to take our garlic, dump it on in there. Then we're going to take 3/4 cup of red wine. Now, it doesn't have to be any special kind of wine. Ooh, I want to save a little bit for the chef. Rats. Then we're going to use about a tablespoon of good deli mustard, a good Dijon mustard, just a good mustard. Okay, put that in there. And then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. You know, Worcestershire is one of those words that's fun to say. Just say Worcestershire. Alrighty, so Worcestershire is in there. Now we're also going to use here, I'm going to get a clean spoon here, a tablespoon of sugar. It keeps it from being too acidic. And then let's use 2 teaspoons of this beautiful cracked pepper. There we go. And then how about a ½ teaspoon of some good kosher salt. And then we're going to whisk it all up. Perfect. Now, the best way to marinate meat, I think, is you take it and you put it in a Ziploc baggie. This makes cleanup simple dimple. And remember, this is a good weeknight meal, so the last thing you need is a lot of dishes. And you can let this sit in the Ziploc baggie for about 15 minutes is all it needs to sit. Or You can make it the night before and let it sit overnight, and ooh, it's really good then. But while that's sitting there, we're going to make sure our oven is preheating to broil and that our shelves are on the very top rack. Yep, all set. So we'll let that sit, and I'm going to whip up some vegetables. While our meat is marinating, we're going to go ahead and mix up the toppings for our steak. So we're going to take these little Philly minis, and pop them in there. My beautiful red KitchenAid mixer that I love so much. About 2 tablespoons of this creamy horseradish with all 4 of these little guys. And we're going to mix that up just for a minute. Now we're going to make our blue cheese topping. And unfortunately, I mangled these cute little containers as I was trying to dump them out. So we're going to do the blue cheese one a little bit differently. We'll put all 4 of those in there and put about half the container of the blue cheese in there and stir it up. There you go. See, it looks all pretty. Put a little bit more in there so it's nice. And let's see, that thing is 5 ounces. So that was about 3 ounces of blue cheese crumbles. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to put that into the fridge as well. Our meat has been marinating now for about 15 minutes. So we're going to take it out of the bag and put it right on there. You can see all that delicious garlic on there. And then, easy cleanup. We're just going to throw that bag of marinade away. I'm going to put just a little bit more cracked pepper on there. And perhaps just a little bit more salt to make sure it gets everything that it needs. And we're going to pop this in our oven probably about 10 minutes. We'll do it 5 minutes on one side, then 5 minutes on the other side, and it'll be just perfect. Our meat has been in the oven for about 5 minutes, and boy, does it smell wonderful. So let's check and see how it's doing. Ooh, look at there, it's perfectly roasted. So we're going to flip it over so that the other side gets nice and toasty too. And send it back on in there for about 5 more minutes. Let's cut open our meat and see how it's doing. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Just perfectly cooked. See that? It's gorgeous. See? There we go. Cut it in about 1/4 inch slices here. 1/4 to 1/2 inch slices. See how perfectly juicy that is and perfectly cooked? And then we're going to plate it up here with our green beans and our polenta. And this is a delicious meal. And my children are starving and they are so ready to eat. And now for the final touch, we're going to take a dollop of our blue cheese. And we're just going to put it right there. And then we're going to take, I'm going to do 2 dollops of that actually. And then we're going to take the horseradish one. We're going to do the same thing on that side. See how nicely that little container worked for that? There we go. And we'll take a fork and a knife and cut into it just like this. Oh, I cannot wait. Put a little bit of that delicious cream cheese with the horseradish on there for every bite. Mmm. 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 Get a little dollop of the blue cheese on there. Just perfect. Mmm. Mmm. I don't know which one is better, that one or that one. Anyway, I hope you can fix this for your family. And my family is starving, so they're ready to eat right now. Bye-bye, and see you next week for desserts.